Let's begin with the announcements for today, for this week. Welcome to this meeting. As usual, as you know, I am Lopez Newell. I don't even have to introduce myself anymore because you all know who I am. Okay, so I want to get through the announcements as quickly as possible because there's some of them, there's not a whole lot of them, if you take into account the actual announcements, but there are some things that I want to discuss with you all today in regards to a new creation that I am currently working on. So as usual, we are welcoming back Reed Joy to this Amenten. Welcome back. I'm very, very excited that you're here. I'm thrilled. And I pulled an oracle card from the Work Your Life Oracle for Reed. We're going to be reviewing that. We're going to be looking at that today by Rebecca Campbell. The reason why I'm using this deck is because there happens to be a straggler card in the deck, or maybe two straggler cards that have literally in the guidebook, the card is about saying yes to something. And in the guidebook, it is yes, 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 yes. It's like I don't get that at all. I don't get it. So anyway, that's my excuse for using it for these types of things. And I'm glad that it is an option because I want as many options as possible. So you can follow Ray Choi on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. He does put out new videos regularly. They're very, very short videos. A video on, for instance, I was watching about why young people are leaving the church. I found that kind of an interesting act to follow as the video goes. So I'm not going to follow. I'm not going to say that correctly. I'm not going to follow those videos to you because that would be abuse. That would be me completely diluting seeing new videos on YouTube. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save myself the agony. It's not going to come across in this video, let me tell you that. It's going to be foggy. It's not going to be clear. And I've done that in the past. I've tried it and it's resulted in me feeling guilt. I'm not going to do it anymore. So go and follow him on social media platforms. I certainly am. And so what we're going to be having is a hero custom trip where we're going to be going to Asia of of all places and going into the woods and forest and walking around and really getting acquainted with that to follow along with the song that you heard going into this video. We're also going to be watching the movie Hero of the Rails, which is where the hero custom originates from. If you read my blog post and article about it on my website, on my mention page. We're going to be doing that, and then we're going to be having a picnic to follow the hero custom. This will not be until July because the customs have to be the way that they have to be. It has to be this perfect weather. It has to be the right conditions, the right time of year. All the matters will handy. So Reed will be coming back here in July next year. I just want to remind you about that. I will also consider this time of year to be a hero custom time of year. This mid-February and the 22nd of July. If the weather is rainy or cloudy or bleak on the 22nd of July next year, we will just schedule it for another more nicer day. And it will be hot at the time of the summer. It is the beginning, the initiatory time of midsummer because the sun hits 0 degrees in Leo on July 22nd. So this evening, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be seeing all of the Darman films that Reed starred in. So the other 2 or 3 films that he was in that I could find. You're going to be watching those films in the theater here, and I hope you're going to be enjoying them. No quiz, no writing assignment, no nothing. Just sit and enjoy the films. I laid off those kind of things because I wouldn't want that if I was in your position. As well as the movies that he played in, you will be also viewing a video compilation, a playlist that has been created by Daniel of the videos that Reed Choi, that's the very popular videos on Reed Choi's YouTube channel, seeing those videos after and around the movies that you see with him starring in those movies. So you'll be seeing video compilations. Hopefully you enjoy that. Now we have to get real here. You know, if I could turn Read into a book, I would if I had that power. If your first name is something literal in the world, you have to play the part in it. So I am usually pretty cool-headed about letting people do whatever they want to do, you know, but I have to get real here. If your name is Read, you have to, well, obviously read quite a bit, being an avid reader. And second of all, writing books or writing a book. You know, that's, I mean, you have a name and you have sort of a requirement that is up to your name that you sort of have to fulfill, especially if you're part of the Amenten. There's nothing negative or wrong with having a first name as Reed, but you know, if we have to get real here, then there's certain things that you have to do to sort of represent the name that you are. If your name is April, you have to be born in April. If your name is Virginia, you have to be born in Virginia. So, you know, or raised or you live in Virginia. You have to have some kind of connection with Virginia as the state if that is your name. You know, so you see what I'm saying here. And so there's going to be a book that he is going to be writing on acting and his experience with that as well. So tune in for that book. It will hopefully be out maybe sometime next year, hopefully right in time for the Hero Custom date of July 22nd. Maybe it'll actually be published out into the world on July 22nd. Okay, because that is the prime Hero Custom Day. I will remind you that again. Tomorrow, you are all going to be having the opportunity to receive the Sacred Traveler's Oracle by Denise Lynn. I know that a lot of you have the Time Traveler's Oracle by her. Now we have the Sacred Traveler's Oracle. There will be a sale for this oracle. I will be using it in my videos, which I do on YouTube every couple of days, where I talk about the astrology of every couple of days, and I pull oracle cards as well. So I've used the Work Your Life deck. I'm going to be using the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck tomorrow. This sale will be until the 20th of October. There is also an event called Just Messed It Up. Fun event where you can sort of listen to music, do a lot of fun things, coloring, drawing. It's an event hosted by Labimbi Grunier, and it will be at her Amenten. It's a fun activity where you can sort of do whatever you want in a room, fill it with activities, and it's just a fun sort of thing to do. So it will be hosted on October 18th. Um, uh, 3 p.m. through 9 p.m. At that place, I'm sure about the times for that. The Make Music Day event will be at will be Gross Submission on October 10th. So that is the final plan for that day. I know that we've switched some dates around with that, but that is the final plan date for that Make Music Day. You're going to be listening to music. You're going to be having the opportunity to participate in music, choral music, orchestra music will be played there. Multiple music sources will be there. You do have a, I should mention this because it's me projecting onto you what I need to do, and I'm perfectly aware of that, yet, you know, still there is a sort of position that I am in to do this. So you have a 2-page essay paper without embarrassment due on next Tuesday. It is over an aspect of the ancient civilizations that you have studied. Up to this point, I know that there is a history teacher here that has taught all of you these lessons. So whatever you've read in the book, whatever you've been taught in those classes, and you have this 2-page paper due next Tuesday. And I made sure that your other kind one teachers sort of putting down their amount of homework so you can attend to this. On October 19th, the following day after the Dismiss It Up Fun event, we are going to be having a concert honoring Reed Joy. The song that you heard coming in is going to be played. There's a song called Murasameun, or I'm pretty sure I'm going to play it for you. It's very, very pretty, and it's sort of similar to the Okuyama song. There's going to be the song The Hero, Guardian Angel, and the Expressor song. So you have a total of 1, 2, 3, 5 songs that you're going to be singing for this concert, as far as I'm concerned. And now I do have to do this because I am an Amenten leader. I was listening to your videos where you were doing covers for songs, and I just think, oh, what a strong, powerful voice that you have, a singing voice. I have to do it. I have to put myself in the sort of more selfish state of being, and I think what I think will be very, very good is if you can make albums and sing to albums. Even the songs honoring you, possibly you could be singing that, and that's an adote, but in and itself. An adote is when the Amenten person actually sings the songs that honor them. That's what it's called. And so so I really there's a whole list of songs that I have for you to sing. Send in the Clowns, I want to hear what your voice is for that. Songs by Judy Collins, Sarah Brightman, Orgamos, those kind of songs that I have a list and coming up with those songs, but I do want to hear them from you doing the 2 great albums. And so I know that we talked about that, and I know that you agreed to that in particular ways. So yes, so this concert will have the Raise Your Glasses celebration at the end of it, where you will raise your glasses and sing to the joy of this new Amenten person coming to the event. That's what we do in new Amenten people come, is we have a celebration, we fill our glasses with wine or whatever you can drink, and we raise them honoring you as an official Amenten person. And that's the end result of this custom, of this performance. You're an Amenten guest now, you will be an Amenten person very, very soon. And if you've heard of his name is Zach Callison, he has several songs out, and he played in several shows. Maybe a collaboration with him will be very positive. And this goes all the way back to 2020, when he was doing my event. So yeah, so that might be something to consider doing as well. On October 15th through the 22nd, there is going to be an Oracle sale where Rebecca Campbell will be handing out her Rose Oracle deck, the price of which will be the same price as you get on Amazon. It won't be free, it will be priced. She'll be signing the decks off at the guidebooks, and she'll be sitting at a table with the decks stacked up, and so you can get the Rose Oracle, which I'm going to be ordering, and I'm going to be using it for videos because roses are sort of on the feminine side, so I'm going to be using it for videos. When I end up getting it, hopefully October 15th is the day. But we'll just see. When I happen to get it is when the sale is going to go on. So If you know astrology with Heather Ewan, one of her astrologers is doing a webinar on day charts versus night charts. There's a difference between if you were born in the daytime versus if you were born in the nighttime. And there's going to be a webinar on day charts and night charts that I hope you'll find interesting. That should be published by October 16th. So you can get that. It will be very interesting for you. So the other little announcement. Actually, on this here because I wanted to last and bring five here. Right, this will go page it. Um, okay, and Heather Ewan will also be publishing a medical astrology webinar. She's talking about all the, the basics, the bare bones of medical astrology corresponding to the body, corresponding to parts of the body. So she specializes in that right now. So she's going to be doing a webinar for us, which should be out by the 17th of October. That is the full moon in Aries coming up here. So it will be a medical astrology webinar. Sonia Shukhead and Rebecca Campbell will be coming together and will be doing an event, maybe a joint webinar, and or an experience. I've given them a choice, either a webinar or an experience of receiving guidance and embodying the guidance that you get from oracle cards, from the people in your life, from your spirit guides, from your angels. Being open to receive advice and acting upon it. That's what the two of them are sort of coming together to do, maybe an event or a webinar on. So we'll with that later on. There's not too much information about that yet, but anyway, Michael Lennox has a weekly podcast, The Astrologer Michael Lennox. This astrologer has a podcast, a weekly podcast called Conscious Embodiment, where he talks about the astrology for the week and he brings people on to interpret their dreams. So you do have the opportunity now. It is open for the Amenten for you to have your dreams and remember your dreams and then maybe journal about them and then let Michael know about it or let his team know about it or if he has a team. And maybe you'll be on call for the show, or maybe you can just send a message, a written message of your dreams. There is going to be an event where the numerologist, Glennis McCann, if you know of her and you know that she does numerology, she is going to be doing a sort of spirit jam event on October 28th. And it is an event where she is interpreting your numerology, the day, the month, and the year that you were born, and what that says about you. So that will be not until October 28th. So more information about that will be coming to you later on. And then her very first book, Glennis Has Your Number, is on sale from November 4th through the 19th, 2024. And this book has talking about the basic numbers in numerology 1 through 9, talking about the different areas of life where numerology can show up. So this book will be published by November or published on sale by November 4th through the 19th. There's going to be a Do Undo celebration coming up this Friday by honoring Great Joy as well. Will be a celebration with food, music, of all those kind of things, and all of his favorite foods will be served at that event at Do Undo. So that should be something we're really looking forward to as a store. I'm busy with a lot of stuff, so we had to postpone things. But anyway. The last thing that I want to do before I share with you the card that I got as I want to reveal to you the oracle cards for the Amenten Realms Oracle, because as you know, that is the oracle deck that I am working on. It should be published maybe 2026, maybe late 2025, we'll see. But this is an oracle deck which I am creating. I haven't found an artist for it yet, maybe a long time before I do. But I do want to go through the cards and their messages um, for uh, for this Oracle deck. And the format of the cards should be very, very similar to the Spirit Animal Oracle and its format, I call it Baron Reed. It should have the title of what it is, and underneath some keywords, and then the picture of the card. No borders, nothing like that. So I'm going to reveal to you the cards one by one, and I'm going to read them off to you. So there's the either places, people, situations, markers, and then their messages. So here we go. So there's 53 cards in this deck as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna go through the cards now. So the first card is Lake Castle, and the message for this card is learn your lesson. The second card is Do Undoes, and the message is celebrate your life. Two to Lose, which as you know, Two to Lose, the store here that gives us money and etc. Be a service. They may be out of order, so just bear with me. Snow White, free yourself from your ancestors. The Underland Chronicles, find the truth. And there's actually going to be the another a whole entire Oracle deck based off of the Underland Chronicles and that book series by Susan Collins. But there is a card in here in this deck. It's called Find the Truth is the message here. Hunger Games characters, face your challenges head on. Lumimbi Thinginghausa, nothing lasts forever, because she was here at the Amenten and now she's not here anymore. Corning, reflect on the past. Pinewood Academy, awaken your curiosity. Lumimbi Grunye's TED Talk stage, speak your truth. The Amenten, life is active, things go on. The astrology community, look to the sky for answers. The spirituality community, connect to the divine. The Oompa collaborate and work with others. The cuttings, stay away from danger. Amenden headquarters, create strong foundations. The tool shed, use what there is. Lawrence Welk Show, find your soulmate. Arizona Paradise, you are abundant. Grampy Mill Sales, time for an adventure. Obimbi Groes, be a leader. Pile Sunday, be a loyal companion. Obimbi Bellbook, look at the positive. Obimbi Bellbook's house in Kansas City, raise them up well. The Windmills of Heaven, be homeward bound. Moving paintings, life is alive. Fairies at the Amenten, notice the magic in your life. Edward Burns, organization is key. Let's see if there's any other ones here that I should give to you. An Amenten official, be a messenger. The invitation letter, take advantage of opportunities. The mailbacks, then take time. You can still remember the California mailbacks in the wine, country, the wine destination. The mailbacks, things take time. Patience is a virtue. Around your bench, pause and reflect. An Amenten concert, be open to the beauty in your life. The Railroad House, see how the world works. Welcoming Skip and Sailor John, surrender to your fate. The head officials, do your duty. The Turkish child, honor your traditions. And there's actually a history with the Turkish child, who was in a show by the European traveler person Rick Steves Europe. There was an episode where he was in Turkey and there was a child and there was this whole tradition, so that's the message for that. Labimbi Grocer, take life one step at a time. Will Noel, which is me, I don't have to include myself here, be your authentic self. And the final card is the stones in a circle, trust and divine timing. So I'm going to reveal to you now before we wrap up here what the card that I pulled from the Work Your Way Oracle says about what read Troy needs to know. This is guidance for this week. So this is what you need to know, the guidance for you this week. And your card is Dance with Life. This is from the Work Your Way Oracle. Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. You can come here and look at it a little bit more closely. See that? So this is about is this talk is about embracing change. So not sort of staying in the same stagnant, things that you're doing, and not sort of staying, doing the same things over and over again. Because when you do something over and over again, and you expect a different result, then well, it's not going to deliver you. That you have to actively do something different. And it talks about movement with life. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you the card and the guidebook, just to get a holistic understanding of what this card is about. If I can find it. Page number 62. So this is what the guidebook says. This is what it says. Life is always moving. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. So you might be doing it, maybe singing along with it, hence what you're going to be doing for your albums that you're going to be producing. So that's perfect. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration, put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with the systematic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift the energy. So do something out of your routine, do something different, like go on that new path to your destination, or read instead of watching something, for instance. So those are examples. In doing so, put on some music, dance unrestrained, and fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with the systematic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that would turn with it, what you would not usually do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and to find a way to dance along with the beat of life. And then the activation for activating this card is do something to change your energy. So if your energy is a certain way, then it's time to do something to change it and to uplift yourself, to do something that raises your vibration. Singing, for instance, painting, these types of things like that, or whatever you want to do to shift your energy. So that is your guidance for this week. Thank you all for coming to this meeting, everybody. And I'm going to put the card back. And I just have to do one last thing before you go. I'm going to read to you the guest card in this book. so let me find it. It is page 28. I'm gonna look at page 26 to make sure that it's not 26. No, literally, literally, this is the only thing in the guidebook. Yes, 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 yes. I don't get that at all. At all. It shouldn't be like that. But I'm glad it is. That way I'm using it for my videos, but it just say yes. It's absolutely redundant. It's ridiculous why there's only yes, 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 yes in the book. It's just ridiculous. Work your way. Don't ever think of just say yes. I hope I never get this card because there's no explanation. And why does the no card have an explanation? The no card has an explanation, but the yes card is just there's no explanation. So I don't get that at all, at all. So that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But works out for the best because that gives me a reason to use it for videos. So what can we say? Okay, everybody, that is excuse me. That's it. Thank you all for coming. That is the close of this meeting. And it is time for dinner, so you can go get washed up, ready for dinner. Ham and cabbage will be served for dinner and hope that you like that. Bye for now, everybody.